This is a serial watch every single Disney movie from A to Z, starting off with 101 Domination. If you want to be in this journey, please feel free to subscribe and let's get started. Boom.
I was a little too excited for that. Go ahead and just take your time enjoying the scrolling down list. Yeah. Hey, look, Zootopia's the last one.
Every single intro has been a banger after banger. I'm gonna say this again. We like that. Diggity dog, diggity dog. Last one was like slightly more classic instrumental, something like upbeat hip hop. Like, is that Patch? Where's the goat at? Where's the goat hungry at? That was a long intro. Who the actress is very nice. I don't know why, but I generally believe that she cured herself. You know, if you go back, see, look at that. She looks like she's cured, but we both know she's not. Let's continue. £8 million. That's kind of cheap. I would think she would have way more than that. Recently, upwards of 100 million. Cavella Deville must have been spending out. I'm crazy with the money. You know, I'm a believer in second chances, so we'll see how this goes. Everybody should have the right to have at least a second chance, at least. And depending on the crime too, but I think forgiveness and people changing is a real thing. So we'll see how this goes. You mean that's your accomplice? Because that butler is your accomplice. I don't know if it's a good idea to give someone who has a unhealthy obsession with dogs and fur and bring them a dog. That's like kind of bringing an alcoholic a drink. Yeah. He should become a magician. Do I want to know what that is? Do I want to know why it's slimy? Dog behavior. Real dog behavior. I think that's cheating. That's one for the dog. So the parrot can talk, but the dogs can't. He just dropped all this food. So the parrot can talk, but we can't have it dug over the dogs. That's funny. That's not hope, bro. Guarantees eviction. Bingo. All these dogs, like a couple of dogs. And that's the real dog. Damn. Out of all those dogs, that bird is the real dog. He got that dog in him. I hope that bug didn't scare anybody. I try to keep it quiet. These are not the same people. Was that the same lady? No, it's not. Yeah, it's not the same lady. Perfectly fits her vibe. She almost killed the dog. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. It's like, bro, you know she has a fur addiction. You know she has an unhealthy relationship with that. Why would you even bring her near any of those things? Or a dog just to go with it, especially a Dalmatian. I just don't see this guy's. Well, I just don't see him being a clever guy. It's like he's almost intentionally doing this. I mean, he does kind of look like a bumbling idiot, so maybe he doesn't know better. But I have my eye on that butler. That's a lot of fur. God, man. Like, you don't have to burn it. You don't have to burn it. You could just donate it. That's not a good strategy. All you're doing is just burying it or like hiding it in a spot. What happens when she gets temptations? She gets immediately quenched by that by just going there and getting the fur. The best thing you can do is burn it or give it to somewhere else and not have it anywhere in the vicinity of her where if she gets urges to, wear them again, she doesn't have it anymore to do so. But to have it right there, that gives her the ability to relapse. That's the last thing you want to do. But we'll keep continuing. I'm like, there's people that have done way worse. So it's not that big of a deal. See, that's much better. The first one, all the colors were so gray and muted. See, look at Brisbane. Yeah, that's Big Ben. So look at it, much more colorful, much more vibrant. There's live to it. They should have been doing that from the beginning. I'm not gonna comment on the back though. Those back buildings are kind of looking shabby, but it's fine though. We have the main attraction, so we're good. I also like how they made her hair more neat to show like she's more, structured and more calm now. She's not like wild and crazy. So it's a good touch. And I'm liking the fit too. Yeah, I'm liking the fit. earrings and a little pearl on the tie. You know, maybe I should just go become a fashion designer or something. But look at that. Ooh. Hey, the fit's clean. The fit. Well, knows how to wear them clothes. She got a fit clean. Can't even lie. I do. But only if you show me hidden your chest. How are they doing that? Is that like a, I'm trying to look close at it. I don't think it's a mechanical bird, is it? If it is, it's really good looking. Really good looking. Exactly. It's like she wants Coelho to fail. You're her probation officer? I don't know how I feel about this. She's closest to dogs. You know, it's like an alcoholic working at a bartender. I'm like, it works, but it's kind of a thin line. But hey, we're gonna see her until she messes up. You know, and it might not have been her relapsing. It might be something pushing her to relapse. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the story goes. Let's continue. Great music. Fit clean as always. Let me rewind that. Someone looks like someone's jealous. Someone looks like they're jealous. What are you doing? You're just laying around at home doing nothing. She's bringing awareness to the dog community. She's helping groom dogs. She's giving dogs a second chance. You're at home, chilling, being a hater. She's living her best life. Yeah, didn't think so. Song is going good. Now you could argue that she's doing this to put a spotlight on herself by using the dog as tool. You could say that, but so far it looks like she's trying to do the right thing until she proves otherwise. So. What in the world is going on? Oh snap. What the? That was actually cool. Left me speechless. Bro, want some spots? Go back. How did that guy not hear that there was a dog right on top of him? How? Dude, he's literally on top of you. You can sense where the direction of your sound's coming from. He did that intentionally. Bad writing. Of course. If the stake wasn't even high enough. Ooh. So everything she does from this point onwards is technically not kind of her fault. And what it looks like is that therapist guy brainwashed her or hypnotized her. And it looked like the trigger to undo her addiction is that bell sound. So it just undid all his work and Nicovella's back to her old self. That's a very interesting dilemma to think about. So is she responsible for what she's about to do? Was the doctor or therapist guy right to do what he did to her? Question after question. And the hair poking out? Great touch. To show us like, ooh, like she's slowly coming out of her professional look to like the old crazy wild side of her. Oh no. What in the world? Yeah, the actor does such a great job too. Oh, that's beautiful. The actor does such a great job of like just being Cruella. Like I cannot see anyone else do better than that. You know, that's like what's it called? Batman Begins. What's his name that plays the Joker? It's like you cannot. It's like how do you do better than that? You know, she's doing a great job. But that photo's nice too, though. Everything is spot for her, and she kind of sees the world that way. So she basically has a mental problem, and that Big Ben clock just undid all that. So do I hold people who have mentally ill issues responsible for their behavior? Not really, because they're not in charge of their actions. Their mental disorders cause them to do random things, and some of the random things are destructive behaviors. Yeah, I think you cannot blame Cruella for anything that's gonna happen anytime soon now, because she's crazy. She's not making decisions based on sound, reasonable decision. She's just doing them because she's crazy, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. And that's why I said burn those fur, so she doesn't get them back if she relapses, which she just relapsed. Should have burned them. I have a feeling she was gonna go back to her drugs. The ultimate? I wouldn't say that. It kind of looks just like another fur coat. Pause. What if she just gets a regular white fur coat, preferably a fake synthetic one or something, and she just puts dots in it, and boom. Like, yo, same thing from like the last movie. Just do that. Come on now. Whoa, it looks good. That's too much drip. Too much drip. Okay, that kind of went from... That went from like cool as hell to like, okay, I don't want to look at your trunk. Like, damn. Activists ruined the party. Covella? He knows exactly what's in there. You should have called him Spotless. She has changed. Now she's just back to her old self. Boo! For ruining the performance. Perfectly chunked. On that sus. See, this right there. That right there. Good pacing. They should have done that for the first live adaptation. Because the first one, they immediately fall in love and then they get married like the next day. This right here, small, slow build up. It's not the highlight of the film, but still some piece to have to the overall story. Slowly building up, they meet, they talk to each other, and things are happening. More realistic. You just meet someone and accidentally fall into it with them, and then the next day you're married. Like, unrealistic as hell. This much better. Way better. I like the way they're handling this one. That's good writing right there. The hairs are crazy. Hey, it looks like she actually likes the other boy too. If she didn't, she wouldn't be caring so much to what she's gonna wear. How do they calculate how many poor puppies they need to make a whole gown or whatever they're making? Like, and then she wants to add a hoodie, so she's like, "Oh, I need one more extra." That's some good math skill. I don't know how you calculate that, but snap, shit, she must be good at math then. I'm like, she does on the business. That part is the highlight of the movie. Good move. That's beautiful. I'm gonna call him No Spot. Or is that a her? Okay, definitely her. We're gonna call her No Spot. Is that a Disney movie playing in the background? Disney promoting their own movie, Disneyception. Ooh. And they're copying their own material too. Okay. So let's go back a little bit. It's the proper technique, what he did right there. Let's go back again. So he pretended to roll it up, but he didn't roll it up all the way. You kind of really want to roll it up, and you don't want that much spaghetti in your mouth either. I'm a little bit of a food critic, or snob, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like that right there, brother, he's setting himself up to a disaster right there. He's going to have some hitting him in his cheeks, he's going to have some hitting him in his lips, he's going to have some residue in the left. He should have used the spoon. You actually want to use they usually give you a fork and a spoon, and you want to use the spoon as a base on the ground, and then you want to get the spaghetti and wrap it around the spoon, using it as the base of the floor. As you're spinning the noodles, and then get like a nice circle, and you can just put it in your mouth, one big bite, maybe a little bit coming out, but that right there's too much sticking out, so he's going to look goofy, but there's a charm to that, so I'm pretty sure he's going to like that. She's probably definitely like that. Look at it. I say. And it works. Yeah, see? Oh, there you go. He is doing that. So if you look, he is using his spoon as like a base on the ground, and he's rolling with his fork to get it. He needs to be more careful with how much he gets. Okay, Disney. Really trying to hit him with a heartstring. What the? How was there nobody around the street to see this? I see one guy in the background. So if you go back, let's see. See right above his head, there's like a one guy. You can see a silhouette. For real, bro. That read my mind. What was that? What? Peck on the cheek? If this is a sequel of the first one, this is what it looks like. Because Cavella went to prison and came out, got rehab, all that. Where are the main owners for these two dogs? Huh? Where is Roger and his woman? The one that worked with Cavella DeVille in the first movie. Where is she? Unless they're telling me like, oh, this is their kid that was born, and she's old enough to take care of the dogs. But she looks like she's probably 19 something years old, and these dogs should have been way older by now. Probably passed away by now. I don't know how long they live, but they don't look that long. So someone got some explaining to do. But we'll continue. Totally not suspicious at all. And he should have felt that. Go back. If you hit something while you're opening a door, you should have felt that force hitting you back. It's like basic physics right there. So unless he just like didn't pay attention, he should have definitely noticed something hitting him back in his arm for giving him resistance. Damn, this guy's hurt. Ah, damn, that hurt me. That bird is an MVP of the story for sure. Those dogs were in that little bag, making no sound. Okay, bro. Yeah, he has an alibi. Got set up. You know how the therapist knows that the sound triggers them to go back to themselves? Surely the therapist would have thought about the Big Bang and come and talk to Cavella to see if she's okay or not. You know, at least just have like a scene together where he comes and checks up on her to see like you're good. You're not getting temptation to like murder dogs for making a fur out of them. That did not happen yet. So you're telling the therapist knows and just doesn't care? Okay. What are you talking about? You were with him. Unless he's saying he uses buddy to do his work for him. Master manipulator. Fabulous. That red dress. She looks good too. Her dress. Ooh. God damn. Red is her color. You're telling me that fit isn't clean? Look at that. Woo. What in God's name is that? Hold up, goat. What is that? Is that a chicken with a face on it? And what is that heart-shaped nose thing? Is that like a little quail bird or something? I mean, it looks weird, but hey, dig in. And they got some dragon fruit underneath it. Okay. Dig in. Hopefully it's good, but it does look weird as hell, though. Oh, okay. That was a distraction. Did the dog just jump into the bag? You literally just hold the bag up, and the dog just jumped into it. Okay. So the Twilight bark? Passed down from generation to generation. The Twilight bark. Music hitting, music hitting. Twilight bark never fails. They couldn't afford the 2 Jokers from the other movie. They had to get that guy. Bro, you have a translator. He's literally a walking translator. You can talk to animals with him. He can literally translate what animals are saying back to humans. You could use that for so many things. Yep. Coincidence happening at the same time. That's the MVP. What'd I say? He does everything. He's the real dog of the story. Translator. Sings for you. Bosses your dog. Gets you out of prison. Probably makes your food for you. Hell. You didn't hear from me. It's a serious moment right now, so you didn't hear from me. I hear he even flies too. Shh, shh, shh. But you didn't hear from me though. But they say he can fly. But you didn't hear from me though. Damn. He's not having a good day. No, you should have trusted Koala. Just that Big Ben untriggered her back to being whoever she was, so tough break. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, why we communicate, especially with our partners. Those fingers are gone. I don't care what you say. He will never use those hands again. Yeah, there's no way. Those fingers are gone, guys. He should be the whole movie. He should only be running with his leg and trying to do things with his leg. No spot. Come on, you got this. So the legends were true. He can fly. The legends were true, guys. I knew it. I always had faith. They say he can do everything, even fly. And lift a dog that's way heavier than him. Hey, I don't make the rules. That's why he's the MVP. What can he not do? Questions, what can he not do? Okay, I was not actually expecting to go to Paris. We'll just ran someone over. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like thinking you can say he's using his wrist to around. I don't know. That man should never be driving or using his hand for the rest of his life. They feel like they're too big for the car. Or I feel that way. Look at them. The car feels like it's small for them. Maybe because of the fur they're wearing. Police, police, police. Where is the police? Where is the police? Do dogs speak French? Or do all dogs speak the same language? For that universe? Questions within questions. Let me stop. Facts. Sweatshops and friends? Okay, friends. I didn't know you were like that. Maybe in the old days. What can he not do? Yeah, there's no way he should be holding those dogs. His hand is shattered, battered, destroyed, and decimated to ash. Bad writing right here. Or is it because it's a Disney movie? Not letting that slide though. Or that. If your mission is to be sneaky, why are you even... Oof, trying to get caught. Like I said, they were trying to get caught, and they did. Bye. That's why he's the MVP, guys. Get his ass. Do not act like you were the good guy, my man. You instigated all this stuff, rather. The dogs would not be kidnapped if you didn't kidnap them from the beginning. But redemption is possible, so you get the okay. Red is definitely her color. Look at that red fit. Nicholas to go with it too. Meanwhile, dog is about to get. Never mind, he's about to get hammered. Must be deja vu all over again for her. At least this time I know what that is. I think the last one she fell into was like a puddle of feed. This one is what, chicken egg? Flowers? How does the dog know which button to press? And in which sequence? It's like they've been working at the factory for years. Joe, I think she's dead. She breathing? Hopefully she's breathing. It's all deja vu all over again. She's probably getting PTSD. I'm having fun watching this stuff. No spot run. Oh snap. She was this close. Yo. I think it was okay, but I'm like, damn, she just threw him in there. And now the dog threw her in there. She has to be, like, literally cooked. How did she survive that? Her hair should have been fried. Yo, that was really good. That was funny too. And she goes out with that quote too. Whew. Govelle DeVille. She got style. Those hands looking too good, bro. Looking way too good. I'm still looking at the fact that this man is wearing shorts while wearing a sweater. That was surprisingly really good. I had a good time watching that. Wow. Yeah, that was like surprisingly really good. You know, definitely gets a. What would I give it? Let's see, the last one I gave, I think a 3 out of 5, 3 out of 10. This one definitely above that. Is it better than the original, or the original live adaptation? I think so, because like there's a lot of weird plot holes, inconsistency, and off the trail common sense happening, but the enjoyment was awesome. They took the time of developing their relationship. They took the time of Covelle's story happening. The butler had a redemption arc. I still can't forget the boy from wearing shorts in the end of the film, but okay, while wearing a sweater, like damn. And then the pair was good. Every other dog felt like they were good. And then what's it called? Spotless. He was good, or no patch. Was doing like she was a good dog. She did her role. She did a great job at it. I'm like, I'm thinking, I wish they did like dub voiceover on top of dogs, but for me, I didn't even really notice it much because the dogs weren't the central point on the second half of the story. The dogs were just kind of with the humans. So there was talks on between them. The parrot was also talking at the same time. So when I felt like there was communication happening, it wasn't like long periods of time where only the dogs were just barking back to back, and I know what I'm watching or trying to figure out what they're saying. So like, it was great. I think this one definitely I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10, hands down 5 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10 because it's slightly above average. It does a great job. Actually, I'm going to 6. It's going to be a 6 out of 10 for me. Definitely a watch. Definitely worth watching. Definitely better than I think the other 3. I mean, the first one is always good because it's the first original idea, but like this one does better job than the previous ones, and it adds to the story a little bit in the sense of like it keeps it more grounded. It keeps it more, gives every character feels more alive, feels like the world's breathing. I think the only person we didn't really go much depth with was the guy, the main character guy, and his like thug friend. Like he kind of came out and in here and there, but he wasn't talked about much. So I wish we incorporated him some part of the story, so he felt like he was part of the world. But besides that, like I can't really think much bad about the story. Like it's good, I had fun. The ending was fun too. They got the dogs to do that. I hope those are real dogs actually doing real things because I don't know how they managed to do that. It's pretty impressive. And overall, it's a great story. I definitely recommend anyone who wants to go see 102 Dalmatians. Go watch it, bro. Go watch it. It's a good movie. It's really enjoyable, especially in the holidays. I can see someone watching this. Something very like heartwarming, friendly, kind Disney film, or just like it's like a good feeling. Yeah, definitely check it out. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. 6 out of 10. Great film. It has its ups and downs, but overall more ups and downs, so definitely worth seeing it. And that's pretty much it. If you guys like it, like the video. If you want to see me look at my journey of watching every Disney movie from A to Z, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment below if you also seen the movie and what you thought about it. Until then, I will see you in the other side.